Suguru tilted his head to the side as he watched Kuroo putting on his sweater. Like what you see? Kuroo, stop that, but it does look better on you than me. You think so? Yeah, it's too big on me. Well, thanks, I'll give it back to you once it's washed. Just keep it, as I said it looks better on you than it does on me anyways. You sure? Yeah, thanks then. Kuroo glanced over to the window, the snow that was falling onto the streets of Tokyo reflected in his eyes. Who would have guessed that it would be snowing today though? Kuroo snapped himself out of his thoughts before they had the chance to fully consume his mind. Ever heard about television? You know they talk about the weather on the news. Daily. Yeah, I know. I was busy. Busy with what? Stalking you on Instagram, crying myself to sleep and drowning myself in self-pity, you name it. Busy doing stuff university students have to deal with on a daily basis. Suguru rolled his eyes as he fixed the scarf around his neck. I bet you were busy boiling water for your cup noodles, and you probably managed to almost lit the house on fire. Anyways, let's hurry up, I don't want to make her wait. Yeah, let's not make her wait. Kuroo groaned as he got dressed, annoyed by how his heart was aching at the thought of Daishou being happily on cloud 9 while Kuroo himself was slowly dying on the inside. Mika-chan. Oh, Suguru, Kuroo-san. Have we made you wait for long? No, don't worry, I just arrived a second earlier. It's cold today, isn't it? It really is. Oh, isn't that Suguru's sweater? Well observed, Mika-chan. Looks good on you. Of course, everything looks great on me. Someone born with a face like mine can rock absolutely everything. Mika nodded with a grin on her face. Kuroo hated how he wasn't able to hate her. You two need to learn how to dress better. It's not about looking fashionable, it's about staying warm or else you will get sick. Suguru rolled his eyes once again as he took his scarf off, tucking his girlfriend into the warm fabric a while later. What a sight for sore eyes, Kuroo thought, and chose to look anywhere but at the two of them for a moment. He ended up getting extremely interested in watching the snow melt on the top of his shoes. I'm so excited to visit the Christmas market. Mika grabbed onto Suguru's hand, their fingers gently intertwining as the group moved towards the Christmas market, just to stop at a traffic light. Kuroo side-eyed a truck that was passing by and secretly wished for it to hit and kill Mika. Do you want to buy anything in particular later, Mika-chan? Candied apples or so? The girl shook her head as she turned towards Kuroo, grinning at him. Mulled wine, we'll get drunk tonight, right, Kuroo? Of course. Kuroo faked a laugh, still silently praying for her to drop dead already, just to curse himself for having such selfish thoughts. A split second later. How could he possibly hate Mika when she was such an angel? Ironically, Kuroo did like Mika, as a person, just not as Suguru's lover. He had claimed that spot for himself a few years ago. They arrived at the Christmas market. Music ran through their ears and the smell of wine and caramelized almonds lingered in the air. The group walked around for a while until they got tired of the crowds and decided to settle down in a nearby park, with a cup of mulled wine in one of their hands. Suguru wrapped an arm around Mika's shoulders, who was taking a sip of her wine. Oh, this one is really good. I know, right? How's your drink, Kuroo? You got a different flavor, right? Yeah, wanna try? Can I? Sure. Hey, that's like an indirect kiss. Oh yeah? Are you jealous? I'm not. You'd better be. It's a miracle you both didn't fall for me. What am I even saying? I'm not even half as pretty as her. You'd never fall for me. Shut up. It's like a love triangle. Hey, don't you dare thinking about that. Don't worry, I only want you. I hope so. You're also weird. A familiar voice snapped Kuroo out of his mind. Kuroo's way of coping with his broken heart was by silently picturing himself in certain scenarios. Scenarios of him being in Suguru's life in a way Kuroo knew he'd never be. His made-up fantasies were now crumbling in front of his inner eye, disappearing as he blinked to look at Kenma's face. Oh, Kenma, you're late. I started feeling sick around those lovebirds. Shut up. But we love you too, Kuroo. Kenma raised an eyebrow, fully aware that Kuroo wasn't joking. Kuroo was indeed feeling sick of their friends. He was hurting, and it was oh so obvious to Kenma. But instead of saying something, he quietly watched how Kuroo's eyes lit up at the sight of Daishou's smile. Kuroo was mesmerized by the man, while Kenma ironically had completely fallen for Kuroo. He wondered what Kuroo would be saying if he told him how much he had liked him ever since high school. As he was taking a sip of Kuroo's wine, Daishou's words began to echo through his mind. An indirect kiss? How silly, they weren't kids anymore. Kenma shook his head, thinking that Kuroo would never kiss him. After all, Kenma wasn't even half as pretty as Daishou.